Sean is now feeling quite confident working with the Page Layout view and the Page Layout tab to print his documents. He has just been given a bit of a challenge, however. For his next task, he has been asked to print a report where the New South Wales and Victoria data will appear on separate pages so the two managers can view it separately. There are a few things we're going to have to do. First up, we're going to have to sort the data by state. Click in the state column, come to Data, and click Sort. Great! Now we need to scroll down to where the Victoria data begins. That could be quite slow, so we're going to use our Find tool again. Shortcut, Control F. Type in Victoria. Ensure you have Match Case ticked so that it doesn't pick up customers called Victoria, and then click Find Next. Really nice and quick. We'll close that up, and you can see that two of the Victoria records start on the New South Wales data page. We'd like to move them to start on the next page, and for this, we're going to need a page break. The trick to adding page breaks is to make sure you clicked on the right cell first, and it's exactly like freeze panes. Excel will add the page breaks above and to the left of your selection. Now, I don't want a vertical page break, so I'm going to click into the first column so I just get one above. Then I'm going to come to my page layout, come to my page setup group, click breaks, and insert page break. And now my Victoria data starts on the next page. Now, to remove a page break, you would select the same cell that you selected to add it, come back to breaks, and click Remove Page Break. Great. Now let's go back to the beginning of our workbook. Remember, it's Control Home. We now want to do something different with this report. I'm going to scroll all the way to the right, and you'll notice that some conditional formatting has been added to the total column. There are 5 different indicators, and we'd actually like to put each grouping onto a different page. So once again, we're going to sort first. Click in the total column, come to Data, and this time sort ascending. Another really great way to work with page breaks is in the Page Break view. So we're going to come down to the bottom of our screen again, and just to the right of our Page Layout view is our Page Break view. Let's click on that. We now get a really good overview of our entire workbook, and where you see the dashed blue lines, those are our automatic page breaks. But these can be moved. So I'm going to grab this one over here, make sure you've got a double-headed black arrow, and I'm going to drag it up between my green and yellow arrows. The line has now gone solid blue, which tells us it's a manual page break. Let's do another one. So I'm going to drag that up. There's my second group. If I scroll down slightly, there's my third group. And finally, my fourth group. So much quicker really than the first method we looked at, especially if you have to do a lot of page breaks. Let's see how the data looks back in our page layout view. So there's our first report, there's our second, and you can see we've now separated the data onto separate pages. If I want to remove all of my page breaks simultaneously rather than one at a time, there's another great tool. I come to Page Layout, come to Breaks, and right at the bottom you'll see Reset All Page Breaks. This, however, may have some surprising results. Watch my scale when I click it. It has set the scale back to 100%. Now that seems weird, but actually there is a relationship between scale and page breaks. Let's go back to our page break view so I can demonstrate. Now previously we only looked at how we could make the amount of data on a page less. But what if I try to increase it? So for example, I'm going to grab this automatic page break, which occurs at the edge of the page, and I'm going to move it right. I'm going to say, I want you to squeeze even more data on. And instead of complaining, what it actually does is it changes the scale to fit the data. You'll see it is now 57%. So page breaks also allow us to control our scale. Really versatile tool, takes a little practice, but get in there and have a play.